Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Steven from Founder Machinery Company. It's my pleasure to have this time to share our experience in digital print. First of all, please allow me to introduce our company. Founder Machinery Company is founded in 1983. Is one of the director of the Home Textile Association, China Dyeing and the Printing Association, and the China Knitting Industry Association. We have one R&D center of open with washer after print. Since we have 40 years experience in this industry, we are offering different kinds of machines to the market all over the world, including the pre-treatment machine and after dyeing or after printing washing. We are specialized in the low tension washing machine. And now we have more than 60 national patents, and 16 of them is the invitation patents. Since the digital printing industry is booming these years, Fond start our machine design 10 years ago, including the pre-coating machine, steamer, and the washing after digital printing. It was a small production years ago in the digital print, but it is getting bigger and bigger. We started to do the pre-treatment and the washing by ourselves, while it was done by the other traditional printing company. Production in digital print is getting much bigger, and we need better quality control and the high and the quick delivery time. All these reasons make digital print company becoming a total solution printing company, like a mini traditional factory. But the digital print is quite different from the traditional. We will have to buy the right machine for smaller space, smaller power consumption, including the water consumption. And we need to fulfill different kinds of fabrics, which is tight or soft, woven or knit, light or high GSM. Because of these reasons, digital print company will face much more challenge compared to the traditional print. So we will need to consider much more reasons. Today, we will share about mainly on the washing after print, different process for different fabrics. As we can see on the screen, for the digital print process, we can see these machines, including the pre-coating, the digital printer, steamer, washer, and a stander. Like I said just now, it was done in the other supplier company. I mean the traditional printing company. They will do the pre-coating on their stander. And then we only do the digital print. Then other supplier will help us to do the steamer and washer and then the stander. It is quite difficult to control the quality. Then I will explain the machine step by step from pre-coating to washer one by one. And today we will focus on the washer. Yes, this is the pre-coating machine. Actually, this design is mainly from the stander. We can also call it the mini stander machine. In the pre-coating machine, we including everything like the standard, including the opener or the centering device or the heating system. And for the heating system, we have two options. One is the electric heating system, another is the steam system. Also, we can choose gas if you want. In the drawing, we can see the size. It will be around 13 meters for the standard design. And the width, the machine width will be around 2.9 meters, and including the control panel, it will be around 4 meters. We can see in the joints, there is one pedal and the 3 chambers of dryer. Then we can use the plater or the folder at the end of the machine. For the pre-coating machine, we will control the temperature around 120 to 130. So the consumption of the steam will be around 200 per hour. And the power will be around 35 kilowatt. And the speed of the machine will be around 13 to 15, like the silk for light fabrics. And for the woven viscose machine, the speed will be around 10 meters. But of course, if the fabric is heavier, it will be a bit slow compared to the formal speed. Now we can see the video, which is running. In the customer workshop. You see the first device, it can adjust the fabrics. The second, it is the pedal. Then here is the feeding system. Before feeding, we open the fabrics. No matter it is cotton or knit, we can handle it. And this one is the upgrade design. So which the speed can be a bit higher. Now it is running around 20 meters. So at the end of the machine, we can use the folder or the plater, depends. We can see there is one device which can help to control the age of the fabrics. Okay, next we will go to the steamer of the digital print. As we know, the digital print steamer is quite small. At the very beginning, years ago, it was only 20 meters capacity. Now it is getting bigger and bigger. Okay. 开始。Now 80 meters capacity or 100 meters capacity is very famous in the market. We will keep the temperature around 102 or 3 centigrade. And we will get 12 to 15 minutes steaming time for the good quality. And the consumption of the machine will be around 100 kg per hour. So we can get around 7 meters speed, 7 meters per minute speed. So in that case, it means we can get around 400 meters per hour. For the home textile, we can choose the bigger size of the steamer. Sorry. For the next page, we can see the situation inside the steamer. The length of the ring, which is hand inside, it's around 1.6 meters. I mean the length of the fabrics from top to the bottom. And we use the air to make the ring of the fabrics to prevent the stain on the printed surface. From here, we can see the different position of the machine, including the chain, the humidity producer, and the hanging pipes here. Also, we can see the capacity for different machine and working with different options. There is some consumption of the steam or some power for different capacities. Next, we will see the working video of the steamer. This machine is the design for the customer who don't have enough space. So the feeding device and the plater device is at the same side. So the operator only stands at the feeding position so that he can control the machine very easily. Here we can see we are using the air to make the ring of the fabrics. So no touching on the surface. So next is the most important thing of this speech, the afterprint washer. Actually, Fond is very famous for the washer compared to other machine. We have the history of 40 years. The first machine is the washer. Today, we will introduce two options for the washing after digital print. So next is the most important thing of this speech, the afterprint washer. Actually, Fond is very famous for the washer compared to other machine. We have the history of 40 years. The first machine is the washer. Today, we will introduce two options for the washing after digital print. First machine is the open waste washer. It is widely used in China and other countries because most of the digital printing are doing silk. This open waste digital print washer is very suitable for the customers who are mainly doing silk and woven fabrics. We can see the 3D drawings like it is an operation site. The machine including the centering device and the washing chambers. We can see that there is 7 washing chambers for the standard design. The capacity of the machine, I mean the production capacity, it is around 5,000 meters per day. And the heavy squeezer and the plater. This is the multi-site 3D drawing. We can see in every washing chamber, there is one recycling pump and one filter. It will be helpful when we are doing some woven fabrics, especially for the viscose, because there is a lot of fibers or dust coming from the fabrics. So we need to filter it, and then it will help a lot to save the water consumption and the steam consumption. We can see the whole machine is closed. So there will be no steam come out and no leakage of the water. So it will be very clean in the workshop. Inside the machine, there is tension control. So even when we are doing very light fabrics, including the maybe around the 60 GSM, like the silk or the around 100 GSM viscose, which is very easy to break when it is wet. The machine can handle it, no problem. For the washing machine with like this model, which have the filter and the recycling system, actually it's the very strong recycling system, which can do the recycling around 60 ton per hour. 60 ton per hour. So it means once the washing chamber, the capacity is around 2 tons, it will be recycled 25 times in 1 hour for one chamber only. So there is a lot of advantages, like that we can get the very good washing fastness, very stable, and like we can save a lot of waters because we are doing the recycling, and the speed is very high. Even there is only 7 chambers, so we can get the very low cost of the washing compared to the other process. And once it is controlled by PLC, so there is some software to help to do the very easy control, and we can get a very good repeat production. Here we can see the drum washer inside. There is a lot of spray inside, and the pressure is high. A lot of holes on the surface of the drum, which can very efficient remove the dust or the color on the surface. Also, we can see after the spray, there will be one anchor roller to open the fabric, then go to the pattern. But the most advanced machine for the digital print washer, it is this one. It is the combined washer, including the open width washer for pre-washer, and then the rope type for soaping. It is the most famous and the most efficient washer for digital print. That is why I recommend all of you to consider this one. We call it golden partner of washing after printing. We are using the MS drum washer with high washer. We call our smart rope washer name is high washer. So it will help a lot to save the space of the machine compared to the pure open width washer. And another advantage is we will have 3-minute storage, pre-wash storage in the first chamber. Then it will help to make the fabric softer. And the chemicals, when we are doing the padding in the fabrics, after 3 times drying, it will help to remove the dust and the chemicals, the padding chemicals, very efficient. Once the chemicals removed, it will be very easy to do the very good quality washing. I mean the very good quality soaping and clean wash. In the rope type, there will be around 25 minutes soaping. So it is quite long time compared to the open width washer. So normally we can get much higher speed, much lower consumption of the water and the steam, but much good quality and the production. Ting. Passion. Here we will see the pre-washing in the first chamber. There will be 3 minutes inside. and then with the drum washer to remove that. Here is the device from the open width to rope. From this position, a lot of chemicals, the padding chemicals, have already been removed. And this one, we did the video from the end. It is the twist, the rope washer, and in the beginning, it is open width. Of course, this one is very big. The speed, we can see that it's around 60 meters. In the first several chambers of the open width, we can remove all of the padding chemicals and the surface color. Then come to the rope type. Of course, we can do the smaller machine when we are doing only the digital print or small production. We can do the options from 5,000 meters per day to 50,000 meters per day. Depends on the customer production. Okay, from this process design, we can see the design from different chambers. The first one is the relax print washing. Then another 3 drum washer to remove the paste quickly. Then come to the high washer. The first 2 chambers is the very warm soaping. And from 3rd to 10 chamber, it is the high temperature soaping. It's around 85 to 90. And 11 to 12, it is high temperature clean wash. Then last 4, it is a warm wash and cold wash. This is the customer workshop running video. We can see 2 machines here running together. Both of them is running at a speed for 70 meters and 60 meters per minute. This customer is doing the digital print and the traditional print, both. So their production is very big. It's the relax washing inside. Okay. 停止。开始。Yes, here we can see the 3D drawings. This is the open width, including the print washer, drum washer, and the rope type washer. So there will be 3 open width washer and 16 rope type washer. And this picture, we can see the filter function, especially in the first pre-washer. A lot of dust coming, especially the dark colors. So we filter the dirty fibers and chemicals, or the some other maybe the broken fibers inside. Remove it out to help saving the water. Then the filtered water will go back to the washing chamber. We can see this is the join for the rope type. From the motor side, we can see there is some automatic filter. There are 4 automatic filter, and some is the very easy manual filter. Because depends on the different customer. If you are doing most of them knitting fabric or cotton woven fabrics, there may be a lot of dust coming down, so we will need more automatic filters. But if you are doing the very clean fabrics, we don't need so many automatic filters, because at least it is cause some electric consumption. We can turn to manual filter. That's all. We can see from the first to 9 or 8, we are doing soaping, then wash, then the clean wash. Also, we can do some color, the fastener and the softener inside at the end of the washer. Of course, we can also do some pH control at the end of it if the customer want. This is the disperse print, because nowadays some customers are also doing the digital print disperse. So this is the process for that. Maybe you will ask why we need to turn to the open waste washer from open waste washer to rope type. We can see the advantage because we can get a very much better hand feelings. 重新来这里。Okay, compared to the open waste washer, there is so many advantages from the combined machine, combined washer. Like we can get the much better hand feelings and style, because like the viscose, maybe some similar fabrics, we will need to get very good hand feelings. But once we are doing it on the open waste, it will be very hard. The hand feeling not so soft. So the rope type will have this kind of advantage. And the second is the gram weight shrinkage, because even we are using load cell to control the tension on the open waste washer, there still have some tension inside, but it is very soft and relaxed in the rope type, especially for some very light GSM knit fabric or some lycra, also some fabrics with spandex want very good shrinkage. Rope type washer will be much better compared to the open waste. And because of the machine is smaller compared to the open waste, so it is cause a much low energy cost. And of course, machine smaller, the space will be smaller. Nowadays, even the digital print company is getting bigger, but compared to the traditional company, the space still facing the limitation. So the space is very important. Compared to these things, we will strongly recommend you to consider the combined washer, combined open waste and the rope washer for the digital print. But of course, if you are mainly doing the silk, this machine is combined one is not suitable for you. We will recommend the pure open waste washer. Of course, the combined machine is flexible for the different process, not only the print. Because some customers, they are not only doing digital print, but including the dyeing. So we can use high washer for after dyeing wash, including the reactive dyeing, dispersed dyeing, or the acid dyeing. So we can see the video here. It's the customer from Cambodia. Sorry. This machine has 20 channels. We are doing the very high quality reactive washing. And this customer is in Guangdong province. They have our 3 washer. And this is the situation like I mentioned. They are doing the dyeing house and the digital print. They are using 2 high washer for after dyeing wash and one washer for after digital print wash. And the very special thing is they are doing the mercerizing digital print also. Since found is founded, our machine is developing very fast, and most of the idea is from the real production from the customer. So we are very happy to get any information, any advice from the customer to help us to do the improvement and the upgrade. In that case, we can get very good skill from the customer, especially for the digital print, because it's quite a short time compared to the compared to the traditional print. We are facing different situation, different challenges from the different chemicals for the digital print. So we need to push all the times. We need to do the upgrade all the times until we can fulfill the customer requirement. That's all for today. Thank you very much. I'm very glad to hear you for some advices. If you want some more information from us, please send the mail to us and we will feedback as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve, for joining us today. And we have some questions for you based on your presentation. So I'll start with asking about your current technologies, like how they're geared up towards the regulations, because there's more and more regulation coming around sustainability, reducing water wastage. What how efficient is your technology in this aspect?
Yeah. Compared to the Europe, China is facing its relative small energy problems. But the Chinese government still has the very strict control over the enterprises, require the companies to use the very energy control consumption, the low consumption machines, but to replace some old design machine which have the high water and power consumption. So since the cost of the power is getting very high and seems to be higher, so the new technologies are making the consumption of power and water much less. So it will be quite necessary to for especially the digital print factories to choose the right machines for saving the cost and offer the best price to the market. So it will save most of the laboratory cost. So in that case, we can survive in such a highly competitive market. So as to the founder machine, including the pre-coating, steamer, and the washer, our target is to do that job, to help the customer saving the cost and especially the pollution problem. Yes.
You mentioned the coating process, then washing. So in the coating machine, like what chemistries can be used, and in terms of the end result, the wash fastness and hand feel, once it's on the substrate, like what's the output?
Yes, now the pre-coating machine will be used for two processes. One is before the printer, another maybe after washer. So when we are doing the pre-coating, normally we only padding the base chemicals which can help for the good quality print. So another solution is once the fabric is finished printed and the steam and the washing, then we can add some like the softener, some other chemicals for different process, and also including it's also used for dryer. Yeah.
So the pre-coated fabric, like what chemistry can be used on it? Like what kind of inks can be used on those fabric?
Um, Actually, in the market nowadays, there is quite different chemicals. Some chemical is mixed, some maybe only one chemical they can use for base coating. So depends. Yeah.
Okay, so it can, like, as per your testing, it's open to interpretation and how customers want to use it. And what's
Yeah.
the end result? Like, have you done any test on wash fastness, hand feel? Is it a soft feel? The end result of the fabric once it's printed on these coated fabrics?
Oh, yes, already. Actually, since the digital printing company is not so big, so their space is very limited. They will buy one machine for two options. So even in China market, they are using this for the softener, for the some other chemicals, and for dryer also. It is working now.
And this is related to your washing segment. Once the water, what's the, like, how do you repurpose the water? Is the water wasted in this washing process? Or do you have a zero discharge policy there that the water can be recycled and utilized for something else?
Yeah, that is I think the main advantage of the new technology washing machine. Because the pollution is quite a big problem. So not only in China, but all over the world. So we are doing the recycling in every washing chamber because we have the very single pump for recycling and the filter also. And for some very dirty fabrics, including some very soft or a lot of base chemicals or some dust fibers like the viscose, which will a lot of fibers coming down from the fabric, we will use the automatic filters to help it. So in every chamber, we have the separate filter, and in the total machine, there will be the overflow from the backside to the front. So when the machine is, when the water is drained out from the machine, it is very dirty already. Even we have used the recycling center or recycling filter, there will be some water coming out. Nowadays, the customers are they will drain out and then they treat the wasted water together, maybe to the water factory, like that. Also, we have one option for the heating recovery for saving the power. Yeah.
Interesting to see there are multiple ways water can be managed there. Uh, and just to understand, like, what, I mean, this is a question I've been asking other companies also. So, over the last couple of years, are you seeing any change in demand? Is the demand growing in the domestic market, or you are seeing more buying inquiries or sales happening in export market? Like, what is the market looking like for you?
So far, I think the water market is not so good. At least in China market is going down very quickly this year. But I think the business is changing a bit because digital print has a history of more than 10 years already. So at the very beginning, the order is very small, but I think years ago, it's getting much bigger. But during the coronavirus time, I think the order coming back again very small. Of course, the order is maybe they will have many kinds of design, but every order is getting smaller. So I think it's the main challenge for the digital print company because I have visited some customers in China. They will do a lot of sample tests every day for different design.
In which countries are you mainly exporting?
Oh, you mean the machine export company, right?
这个国家啊
Sorry, I'm
country
Country, you mean the customer country, right?
yeah
yes.
Okay. Yes. At the very beginning, we are exporting our machine to like the Bangladesh, Pakistan, Vietnam, Cambodia, But recent years, we are exporting to some European countries, like including Italy and like Turkey, also American. We have export some machines because in these countries they don't have other traditional printing company already, but they still have the digital print. That's like good news for us.
Yeah, yeah. So any markets which are growing faster on digital printing, that will be your key target countries going forward.
I think European countries they have very strong history, but now Bangladesh and Pakistan is growing very fast in the digital printer market because we can see a lot of printer has been exported there, and their production is getting bigger and bigger and growing very fast.
Yeah. So my next question was in relation to the future of this technology, because we understand more and more digital print companies are building inline processes, so the machine can do the pre-treatment and post-treatment as well. And what more innovation do you think will come in this sector? Or
Yes, I think first of all, I think there will be more suitable chemicals, not only the ink, but the chemicals which can be used for the digital print company. It will help a lot because still now, even there is some bigger suppliers, they are giving more and more chemicals, but still facing a lot of problems. Like I said, I think you just asked what kind of chemicals they can use for the pre-coating, but actually there is not so good chemicals. Maybe I think in the future, very fast, there will be some very good base chemicals, some stable chemicals for especially for digital print. And the second, I think we can see that the printer is getting faster and faster. I mean the speed. So, but still very big. I think it will get smaller and very easy to install in the small space, but still have the very high speed. And the third, I think from my side, the pre-coating, like the pre-treatment machine and the after printer wash and steamer, I think it's the same situation. We will make it more efficient, which need less energy, less water, and less space. Of course, more smart. We need less people to control it for saving the cost. Yeah.
okay, just because you've mentioned smart here, so are you looking at digitizing the process, like capturing data at every stage and then analyzing that data?
Yes, actually, lots of Chinese companies have done this kind of job. We just need more data to get the better research on this. I think it's the very soon future. We can see that.
Okay, perfect. So that's a good news, because I think data is a key. As they're saying, data is the new oil. It's very precious, and every business needs more data to have more insights into the business processes. So that's very interesting. Uh, and are we going to see you at ITMA next year? Will you be exhibiting or visiting the trade show?
We are not the exhibitor, but we will visit.
You'll visit the trade show. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get a chance to see you in Milan next year.
Okay, thank you. Me
And
too.
yeah, and thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it. It's been nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.